Brooklyn, we go hard. We go.
Hey, what up? It's Dan Crank Brooklyn, crankomania.com, and I'm out in the street walking my little mongrel. There he goes. Hey, Goose, say hi. Yeah. There he is. That's my boy, Goose. But yes, I got a question through email. This guy basically asked me a strength and muscle building question. He wants to know how can he, well, basically, he's been lifting, doing bench, dead, squat, and all that stuff. You know, using a simple bodybuilding program, basic 3x10, doing all the accessory lifts. And, you know, he said his growth has been stagnant. He's seen great growth over the year, but then after that, you know, nothing else happened. He just stopped growing, just stopped getting bigger. The number on the weight, the number on the barbell just stopped going up. So he wants to know basically what can he do or what's going on. He's using the progressive overload principle. And basically what that means is, he said a lot simpler than that. He's stacking weight on every single time he trains, not a lot, but just a little, in order to grow. And now he's hit a bench press plateau. His bench press is at 185. You know, it's a respectable number, 185 for 10. For 10, that, you know, that's what's up. Congrats, brother. Congrats. But you know, first and foremost, the progressive overload principle, it's linear. It's one straight line. So using that principle, it means that theoretically you should be able to get stronger every single time you lift because you're testing your muscles. That's theory. That's theory. Now, when you put it into practice, that's not necessarily the case, because if you really think about it, if it was the case, everybody that benches would be 1,000-pound bencher. For the amount of years I'd be benching, I should be able to bench about 3,000 pounds. You know what I mean? If every single time I benched, I stacked weight on. I love benching. I bench a couple times a week. I bench every Monday, just like you. I'm gonna bench today. Today's Monday. You know what I mean? If that was the case, my grandmother would be able to squat a ton, but Mama, I doubt Mama's gonna be able to squat a truck. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. That's where the flaw lies in that progressive overload principle. It doesn't necessarily work like that. So the best tip I could give you is vary that main movement. If you go in for bench that day, change that lift up. Change the speed maybe. Maybe you want to use a 3-board press, 2-board press, 1-board press. Maybe you want to use a foam roller. Maybe you want to throw some bands around it. Maybe you want to do some chains. You know what I mean? Maybe you want to do some speed work at a lower percentage of your 1 rep max. You gotta vary it up. Doesn't mean you have to change the main movement, because it's still using a barbell, still using that heavy weight. You're just doing it in a different fashion. That might help stimulate some more muscle growth, some more strength gains. Another thing you have to understand is your protein intake, your macronutrient intake. You know, some people, most guys, like I've been through it too. You know, you want to get big, you want to get muscle, but you don't want to lose your 4-pack because you just got it. You want to lose your 6-pack. I understand that, man. I get it. You got to understand, you got to give to get. You want to gain a little bit of muscle, you got to get a little fat. That's what happens. You're going to gain, you know, you're going to gain a little chub. It's all right. It's March. You still got time. You still got time to get beach ready if you want to look mega ripped by August. You know what I mean? So understand, you got to take in the proper amount of calories, the right foods, because a calorie is not a calorie. You got to understand, proper nutrition is going to help you look good and help you feel great. You might be a little chubby. Girls like that shit. Pinch it. It's all right. You might have some chubby cheeks. It makes you look young. All right? So don't worry about it, brother. Eat the right foods. Make sure you change those movements. Just try that out. All you need is a little bit of things to get you a long way. Just try those 2 changes and you'll be all right. If anything, contact me. That's all I got for you today. Dan Crank Brooklyn, crankomania.com, and I'm out. Peace.